I'm incredibly bad at sleeping. Not like I stay up sometimes bad. I mean, I'll do everything right, lights off, phone down, pillow fluffed, like I'm trying to impress a tan the second my head hits the mattress. And my brain is like, nice. So anyway, let's review every mistake you've ever made. Sleeping is supposed to be the most natural thing in the world, right? Like you're telling me I can forget to drink water for 8 hours? I can accidentally eat an entire bag of something I didn't even like. I can survive a week purely on iced coffee and vibes, but closing my eyes and doing literally nothing possible. And the worst part is, I want sleep so bad. Love the idea of sleep. Sleep is free. Sleep is healing. Sleep is like a little hard reset for being a person. But my brain treats it like a suspicious website it refuses to click. The nightly routine starts out so hopeful. I'm like, tonight's the night. I'm gonna be one of those people who just falls asleep. You know those people? The ones who lay down and within 45 seconds, they're gone. Like their soul just logs off. I don't trust them. I think they're hiding something. Anyway, I do the responsible things. I brush my teeth. I drink water. I even set the alarm early like I'm optimistic about who I'm gonna be tomorrow. Then, I get in bed and I try to do the normal human thing. Relax. Except the moment I relax, my brain starts auto-generating problems like it's an unpaid intern desperate to prove itself. It's never useful worries either. It's not like, hey, did you lock the door? That would be reasonable. It's like, remember that time in 8th grade when you said you too to the waiter? Let's feel that again. And I'm laying there in the dark like, why? Why is my mind doing a highlight reel of shame right now? And then it escalates. Because after the cringe memories, the brain moves on to the future. You know, the terrifying part. Suddenly, I'm thinking about taxes. I'm thinking about my career. I'm thinking about the fact that I've been using the same 3 kitchen spoons for years, and one of them is definitely bending in a way that feels like a warning. And then hold on, my brain will randomly remember a responsibility I forgot, like a surprise jump scare. Oh, that email you didn't answer. Great. Awesome. Love that. It's 2:46 a.m., and my brain's like, what if you're ruining your entire life quietly, one unread message at a time? Then I do what everyone does. I start negotiating with myself. I'm like, okay, if I fall asleep right now, I'll get 5 hours and 12 minutes. Which isn't ideal, but it's not a disaster. And then, of course, I don't fall asleep, so 10 minutes later, I'm like, okay, now it's 5 hours and 2 minutes. Still salvageable. And I keep doing that until it's basically like, if you fall asleep in the next 90 seconds, you'll get enough rest to maybe be legally considered alive. So at some point, I shift into strategies. Because I'm not just gonna lay there and lose, I'm gonna fight. And my strategies start normal. I try deep breathing. Inhale, exhale. Pretend I'm a calm person with a calm life. Doesn't work. Try the counting sheep thing, which I'm convinced was invented by someone who has never met a modern brain. Because if I start counting sheep, my brain doesn't go 1 sheep, 2 sheep. It goes, okay, But where are the sheep from? Is it ethically sourced sheep? Is it a small business sheep? Also, you should start a farm that could fix everything. Then I try white noise. People love white noise. It's like rain, they say. Okay, but my brain hears rain and goes, oh, a storm. Cool. What if the roof collapses? A-da. And the white noise machine always has options that feel like a prank. A-da. It's like gentle ocean, forest, night, womb. Why is womb an option? Who is sleeping to womb? I tried it once, and it felt like I was being haunted by prenatal memories. Next, I try melatonin. Melatonin is funny because it's marketed like this soft, loving suggestion. Like, hey, if you want, you could sleep. But for me, it's like flipping a coin. Sometimes it works, and I'm sleepy in 30 minutes. Other times, it does nothing, and I'm just awake with a weird, sticky tiredness, like my body's buffering. And then there's the truly unhinged strategies, the ones you only do at 3 a.m. when you've lost self-respect, like changing pillows. I've changed pillows like I'm rotating tires. I'm like, maybe if I flip it to the cold side, my brain will be tricked into shutting up. Sometimes I even switch the entire direction I'm laying, like head where my feet were, as if the issue is my orientation to the universe. Like, oh, that's why I couldn't sleep. My head wasn't facing north. And of course, there's the classic, you pick up your phone just for a second, which is the funniest lie we tell ourselves at night. Just for a second turns into 47 minutes of watching videos of someone power washing a driveway in silence. And it's hypnotic because my brain is like, finally, a task I can understand. Meanwhile, the blue light is basically screaming into my eyeballs, wake up forever. But wait, it gets worse. Because sometimes I do actually start to fall asleep. And that's when my body betrays me with the little sleep twitch. You know the one. You're drifting off and then your leg kicks like you're being attacked in a dream you weren't even having yet. And instantly you're awake again, heart racing, like you just got sniped by your own nervous system. And now I'm mad. Not dramatic mad, but quietly furious, like I want to file a complaint with my brain's management team. At some point in the night, I start thinking about how weird sleep is. Like the concept itself, we just lay down and turn off consciousness for hours. How is that not terrifying? We're basically time traveling every night. Huh? And we act like it's normal. That thought alone keeps me awake, by the way. Because once my brain gets philosophical at night, it's over. It's like, what even is tomorrow? Please stop. Anyway, the real villain isn't even the insomnia. It's the pressure. 'Cause the more you want to sleep, the harder it gets. Sleep is like a cat. If you chase it, it runs. If you pretend you don't care, it shows up like, oh, you're busy. Now I want attention. So I'm lying there, trying not to care, but also caring intensely. Like I'm so relaxed right now. I'm the most relaxed anyone has ever been. My relaxation is legendary. And my brain's like, yeah, no. And then, at the exact moment I give up, sleep finally arrives, not gently. It hits me like a random glitch. 1 second, I'm staring at the ceiling thinking about my dental insurance. The next second, it's morning and my alarm is screaming and I'm confused, betrayed, and somehow still tired. That's the part that feels personal, 'cause sleep will finally show up and it'll still be low quality. Like a delivery that technically arrived, but the box is crushed and the item is mini. And the emotional insight of all this is, nighttime is when your brain tries to process everything you ignored during the day. All the little anxieties you stuffed into a drawer. All the awkward moments you laughed off. All the fears you told yourself you'd deal with later. Night is later. And it's annoying, but it's also kind of human. Like, we act tough all day. Then at night, our brain is like, okay, but are we okay though? And you're like, not right now, man. I have work at 9. So now I've accepted that my sleep routine is less like going to bed and more like entering negotiations with my own mind. Some nights I win. Some nights I get humbled. But I've stopped expecting perfection. Because honestly, the only people sleeping perfectly are toddlers and those mysterious adults who fall asleep in 45 seconds. And again, I don't trust them. Anyway, if you're watching this at 2 a.m. because you can't sleep either, welcome. You're not alone. Leave a comment with your weirdest sleep strategy so I can steal it. And if you want more stories about daily chaos and being mildly haunted by your own thoughts, like and subscribe. I'll be here. It's probably awake.